Everybody. Hello, hello, everyone. How are we doing out there? Can you hear me okay? Jumps on lap. This is where I wish I had a third arm for petting the cat. Hello, everyone. Hello, Theodore. This is me psychically petting Theodore. Yes, can hear. Excellent, excellent. No can see game, though. I'm sure, because as usual, Mr. Man has put the damn browser over the damn game. All right. Should be good to go everywhere. All right. Pardon my slurping to any of those with misophonia. I apologize. Whew. So this will be an interesting day. This is the day before my eviction hearing tomorrow at the unholy hour of 8:30 a.m. But feeling solid about it. Kind of got the natural nerves of like, oh, it's my first court case, but I've already done some legal stuff and won in the past. And standing on business with truth in the evidence is my entire jam. So I think I'm more prepared than most would be. And plus that autism and that Quaker heritage really makes it like a natural facts-based lawyer out of me. Boom. Worried. Oh. Yeah, sorry to worry you. My mother's also worried. I'm still trying to find like a lawyer, but like it's taking like either it's taking too long for them to get back, or they can't take mine because of their own workload. But I do think legally and situationally I'm in a really good position. So I'm both worried and not worried. If that makes any sense. Let me eat quick. How's the cat? How's Theodore and company? What's your stance in this court thing? Thought you were behind on rent, which would be pretty damning unless they did something illegal. I can't fully discuss it. Yes, I'm behind on rent. Ooh. I don't know. I'm like, I don't really know how much I can discuss exactly where I'm at. I think I can disclose this after the fact, depending on how things shake out, but like I'm curious to see if this is a thing that will be solved in the hearing, or if this is something that will be solved in a jury trial, because that's a real possibility. Is this heads to a jury trial? No discussing stuffs yet. Yeah, not fully in detail yet. But like I can say, I mean, I mean, a lawyer would probably tell me not to, but I have when I was putting together the exhibits, like all my evidence, emails and photos and all that, it was 120 plus pages. So I feel I'm in a good position, evidence-wise. Aww. 120 plus. Yeah. Yeah, that part's crazy. And I've actually got some more that I got to print out. So I got a couple other more emails that are relevant to the case that I got to add her Cuddles in Matthew's lap, and I pet the kitty with my phantom ghost dog. There we go. Good to have you here, not a burner anymore. I don't exactly know who's fronting, so I can't greet you with a specific name. But I hope you're doing well. As always, everyone let me know if you need help with anything. Going. Okay. We're moving. I'm doing pretty good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm doing pretty solid myself, despite having a court hearing tomorrow morning. I'm more mad about it being at 8:30 a.m. than I am about anything else. I'm doing pretty good. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? We're talking about Pastel Wacko. Yeah, that was fantastic. I woke up at like 3 this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. Tragic. Very tragic. I hate that. It's the worst. I'm gonna cry and throw up because of how... Truly or literally, or is this an exaggeration?
48-hour energy.
I've heard people use crying, screaming, throwing up as an exaggeration, so I have to check. I'm too autistic to tell one way or the other. I'm not actually sad, just really tired. Okay. Okay. Yeah, being tired sucks ass. I hope you're able to get some good, reasonable sleep here this evening. I'm in this warm room. It's not as warm as it has been, but I do like me a cup of ice water. Well, when I do get sad, I tend to cry and throw up, but I'm not sad. Damn. I never cry and throw up. I'm really anti-throwing up. I'm so sorry you throw up that much. Gotta be hell on the throat. Purrs and rubs against legs. Aww. I pet the kitty. Oh, okay. Damn it. I try to avoid the big rooms and the game's like, nah-uh. Gotta do it. Probably because I used to throw up a lot due to bulimia, but I'm not. Like your nervous system is just defaulting. That's rough. I wonder if EMDR works with... It's just all about rewiring the nervous system. Good kitty. Aww. We have an impeccable vibe going. Oh, lucky penny. Okay. Give me the petrified turd. Unironically, one of the best items. Damn it. Where is the coprolite when I need it? Ow. Diagnosis got changed to binge eating disorder. Recent days, binge eating disorder is actually pretty close to bulimia. What's the distinction there between binge eating disorder and bulimia? We had a very switchy but oddly peaceful day today. Even Wynn got to play. Aww, that's cute. Everyone got a spin on the merry-go-round of life today. Binge eating, you don't throw up. Only difference, I think. is that one of the ones where you're like, I am gonna exercise to compensate? Looking fresh, feeling fresh, very much so. Thank you. Good to have you here, Cody. Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you need help with anything. Let's see. Bulimia involves the whole purging part, forcing vomit, excessive exercise after a period of binge eating, but binge eating lacks the purge part. Okay. I think my mom had this problem back when she was. Thank you. I'm doing okay. Glad to hear it. How was your day? It's been pretty good. Just preparing for my eviction hearing tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do okay. I'm just, you know, got those pre-court hearing jitters. Mostly rooted in shame for the behavior, like I don't want to do it. Oh. It's just something like that's happening compulsively. No, you don't purge. It's just shoving food in mouth. I do that. I just never do the working out part. Share. Hold on. Usually I don't want to draw when I'm sick, but now I actually really want to. You should. If it's in your spirit, if you feel it in your bones, you should. Where the hell is the log? All right, I don't care. This run made me sad. You got this, dude. Keep that head high. Thanks, man. I hope you do good tomorrow, Matthew. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it'll go well. I'm just talking in circles because I'm a little got those jitters, and I don't want to. Part of me wants to go into detail, but I can't. Nate has a binge eating problem. Oh, he hates to calm his bad feelings, but then hates himself for overeating. Yeah. It's one of those things where, like, food is just one of those, like, it makes me feel better, it's reliable, it's there, and the consequences are later. Yeah, it's the hating yourself. It's that shame cycle. Who dares hydrate me on this evening? Damn. It's mostly compulsion followed by shame or guilt. Guilt, yes. You gotta try to, like, take less damage and you'll win more runs. Yes. The only problem is, like, sometimes to play this game, I literally have to shut off every part of my brain to do well. And then when I try to balance it with talking to people, it just goes all out the window. But eventually, like, we got to get a run where I'm just so OP it doesn't matter. And that's peak. Oh, I'm not keeping that. Oh, I don't want that. I don't want E. coli. Compulsion, I misspelled it earlier. No worries. I can read through most typos. It gets worse when we have a lot of food. It's why we try to limit what we have in stock at one time. I was just about to say. I was like, this explains the dude fridge. It's whatchamacallit, practicality. I think this is the most water I've drank in a day in my entire life? Really? Are you thirsty, or are you just, like, desperate and you're like, the water will help, more water? Because I've been that way. I'm like, purge this demon out of me. if we see that we don't have much, we will try to preserve what. Yeah, but I wonder if that's putting you in like a survival mindset. Physical health. Doctors diagnosed me with healthy. I have nothing. Nice. Mental health. Doctors diagnosed me with lots of things. And then Luigi with his oh god, what is it called? Oh, I'm a fake fan. The Poltergust 3000. Got all those ghosts. There's ghosts in your blood. Well, I'm not doing that. I'll do this though. Boop. Desperate and tired. You need more tea options. I've got tea that's just fruit. Here's some blueberry tea. Put some honey in that. Warm, just warm leaf juice. Ugh. Okay. Good. We're but obese and hypermobile and legally blind and bam. I didn't know about the legally blind part. Or maybe I think it's probably been said and then I forgot. Boop. Water is amazing. I didn't used to like water. Hell yeah, water's fantastic. Love your water. I also love me some sparkling water. It's my methadone for soda. I mean, nothing new. Asthma, weak immune system, and underweight. Damn. That's rough. But that's been like that. So I've generally been the same. What's it like being underweight? I'm like, I've always been overweight. So I'm like, what is that world like? I've tried other teas and they're so yucky. Which types of tea though? I have some marshmallow tea. I've tried other, let's see, tomorrow Oscar meets his potential future adopter, by the way. That's awesome. I'm glad that we got a nice turnaround time between the last bummer and this attempt. Sweet tea is good. I like the one thing Texas does right. I do not like sweetener in my tea. I ended up very Asian in my tea preferences. What the? I don't want this. I don't want any of this. I'm becoming very Balatro, where I'm just like, this run's trash, throw it away. Okay, I'll take the L and just lose that health. Oh, if you mean new stuff, I guess the limp is new. All right. It doesn't feel good being underweight. It's not very fun as someone who hasn't been underweight but has been very close. Damn, it doesn't feel good being underweight. Doesn't feel great being overweight either. But I mean, I've always been like, I mean, I'm like, you can't abduct me, right? Like, there's a lot of advantages to it as well. In a fight, I have weight to swing around. Reminder, I had like a multi-year period of ignoring my needs, including hunger, then bulimia, nervosa. No, it doesn't feel good. Yeah, you malnutrition. Getting yourself like, body's like, is this a famine? What is happening? Remember, L plus R and the sticks to quick reset. Thank you. Thank you. We're having to actively rewrite my muscle memory on that. It doesn't help that Balatro is also like a similar thingy. All right, we will get better at that. Isaac starts with a bomb, so you didn't have to do that. I'm saving my bomb. I know he has a bomb. I'm saving it for the shiny rock, in case it has health, or the little rock. We were 117 pounds at one point. It was not fun. We were hungry, very, very hungry. And that was when we started self-harming too. Oh God. It's way too much all at once. There are a few times where I would stand up and I would almost pass out because I was God, that's scary. Generally, bombs are better to sacrifice than health. Yeah, I've just been in so many situations where I'm staring at that shiny rock and I don't have any goddamn bombs, and I'm like, I have to leave the floor. I just have to walk away. At least when you're overweight, you can't get much worse from overeating. Ease the mental pain, but if you're underweight, people expect you to stay that way. So other unhealthy ways of coping appear. Oh, right. Like, being underweight is actually rewarded in our society generally. And so you would be incentivized to keep it and then just cope in a different way. That's I was like 98 pounds at 5'6" and a half. I'm taking that hard. Trying to find that damn shiny rock that I am holding out for. Hospitalization helped. Still not completely healthy, but better than that. I'm just really glad that you're still here with us after going through that. Oh, shit. This has gotten very much out of control. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, I tried to lock in. And we're told to sit out of PE after we almost passed. Oh. God damn. Transcendent tears. God. I've been writing a little today, don't have much on my mind. After you just gave us this like really like insightful look into eating disorders and being underweight. I don't have anything on my mind except for the usual horrors. We really do take our struggles for granted. Mostly because we don't want to think about them most of the time. I believe I was around 125 pounds at 5'5", but nowadays I stay around 100. Nice. I think I'm easily 250. I'm literally 100 pounds heavy. 20 pounds older, 100 pounds heavier. Ooh, there's that shiny rock. Okay. You know what? That's still a win. Things came to a head when we found out a pair of scissors in class and started trying to make our hand bleed. Theo, a classmate Theo, my namesake, saw it and alerted. Damn. So you named the cat poor Theo? Hell yeah. That's just so fucking sweet. Well, I already wrote about that. My face when the horrors are limitless, but I have the soft blanket, so everything is okay. Aww. Hell yeah. You like that? You're like, what is that? What's that monkey's name? The one with the doll? The plushie? The plushie monkey? Not you, Caden. Hashtag this is fine. You know, it just goes away if you don't think about it. That works. No, it doesn't. Nope. As someone who has had an avoidant personality in the past, no, it doesn't. My counselor's name is Theo, actually. Oh, it's cute. I named myself after the memory of him, yes. We barely know him, but he was a good kid. That's a beautiful tribute. So fucking... We should add Matthew nearly cries at something wholesome to the bingo. Linus from the Peanuts is what I thought about. Ran away from identity issues. They got worse, a lot worse. Yep. Avoidance won't really ever get you anywhere except exactly where you were, but with more debt. Just more scars. Metaphorically. Just like Nate named himself after another kid he knew named Nathan, who was also a good kid. Aww. All these cute namesakes. Beautiful. The more you try to ignore it, the more problems like to be seen. Yep. Yep. And if you're successful at ignoring them, just like a house that needs repairs, only gonna get worse and it'll all fall to shit. Yeah. Trying to lose less at this game. Look. Okay. Oh, nice. Had like 108,000 characters. Nice. Written about it too. It was a lot to go through, but I'm mostly okay nowadays. The hell of a document. I'm glad you managed to work that shit out. And we've still got you with us. It didn't kill you. Shh. Hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, I was also in marching band when I was going through an eating disorder, so I was very active most of the week. How did you just not collapse on a regular basis in marching band? I feel like you would have flunked out of marching band under these conditions. I would have flunked out of marching band under these conditions. But working through them is difficult. It's not comfortable to do. Wallowing is comfortable to do to some extent, so that's a thing. Yeah, it's not comfortable to do or easy to do. But you can get to a point where almost like exercise, where like you just sort of lean into it and it becomes not comfortable. It's sort of like a roller coaster, like how a roller coaster can be pleasant. You can make it kind of like that. Light novel about entirely identity issues. Should I publish? Yes. That's how you end up becoming like a core piece of queer trans literature. Like, unironically, that's a piece of history. Fucking wellness class gave me an eating disorder? Really? New Oscar pick in Discord. 1 second. I stayed upright out of fear. Honestly, the marching band teachers were mean as damn. What did wellness class say to get you eating disorder? Hold on. Where's the Discord? There it is. Don't switch. Get pets. Aww. Aww. Little cone. He's a precious little guy. I have one of these Is it an invertible octopus? I swear to God, I have one. Look at the little man in his orange box. In him's orange box. Precious boy. He was posing. I had to. That's beautiful. My art teachers have always been good people, such good people, actually. That's a relief. Usually there's at least one dog shit art teacher just judging on really subjective bullshit. I can explain some of transgender science without my own personal, like, extremely detailed suffering. Hold on. I can explain some of transgender science without my own personal, like, extremely detailed suffering. Yeah, you can do that too. But I mean, like, one day, like, that would just be like, and this is Ivy what's-her-name's, like we're gonna teach this in fucking schools one day. Look at this landmark piece of queer trans literature type shit. Ooh, okay. That puts us in a good position for what we're trying to do, which is Mega Satan. My cat is fat as fuck and she's so cute and friendly. She's a big tuxedo cat and she is stupid and so fluffy. And I love her. That's precious. That's a beautiful, precious description. Your cat probably is like, that was disrespectful. But as a fellow cat owner, that's just cute. It's a toy cat octopus, yeah. Does it do the thing where it inverts and turns to a different color or an expression of octopus? It's always art or English teachers who pick up on my suffering for some reason. They notice. They're in touch with, they have higher emotional intelligence and social intelligence usually. Wellness class was going on and on about how bad everything is for you. Made us watch Super Size. Fucking movie. Oh man, I don't want Friendly Ball. It made us look at our BMI. No, not the scientifically disproven BMI. Not to mention he was teaching us to count our calories. Calories do not equal... He was teaching you, like, eating disorder 101, counting calories? Anyway, children, here's a compulsion that'll ruin you forever. Never forgetting when my art teacher pulled me away just to make sure I wouldn't hurt myself. That guy was so cool. Aw, so sweet. That's beautiful. He wasn't like a psychologist or anything. He just noticed something was kind of wrong. That's a cool guy. Bless him. I hope both sides of his pillow are cold. I don't want this. I'm very disrespectful to her. She's a cat. She won't understand me anyways. Nah, I've got too much animism and Native American thinking in me. I'm like, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm treating you like a little person. I'm like, my cats deserve basic human decency. Ooh. Damn it. Boiled and spoiled again. Supersize Me, didn't the guy have organ damage due to being a severe alcoholic instead of what it actually was? Yeah. I can see that. I could foresee that. Yeah. That sounds like a solid explanation. Yeah, Lamau was also, the numbers were just completely wrong. It's just insane how big and popular and believed without question that shit was. Mm, like, what the fuck? Why are these educators doing this? What the hell is going on? I feel like even on the ship in Wall-E, the kids were getting a better education. I spoil the cat, but I also call her Fatty whenever I see her. Disrespectful. You're gonna give her a complex. You talk your cat into an eating disorder. The thing is, like, I'm not even fully joking. I feel like I would not be able to call my cat fat, even though she is chunky. I would be like, I can't do that. You're my daughter. Believing without question is how the Salem witch trials started. She will never have as many complexes as I do. Well, now you just sound like one of those boomer parents that's like, you've never suffered enough, so your complaining is invalid. GLaDOS, if she owned a cat. But it's funny because GLaDOS would be talking about physical complexes and not emotional ones. I say it in a friendly way. Uh-huh. Nate says chonkers. My God. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Aw. Wait, no, she would put it in a box with a little bit of neurotoxin. Yeah, I think if GLaDOS was into having pets, we would have seen it by now. I imagine she definitely tested the cat-like stuff on animals. What's up with boomers and crab bucket mentality? I don't know. What's crazy is apparently this was like a known thing even back when boomers were young. Like, if you look back, like, everyone was calling them the me generation. Everyone was calling them selfish. And, like, I had always been like, oh, that's just the modern generation hating on, you know, the coming generation, the usual, you know, generational hatred nonsense. Not realizing that this time they were right. This time they were right. These fucking kids don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're ruining everything. And now they're adults, but in reality, they've just created this heinous world of hyper-capitalism and predator culture. Schrodinger's cat, if it weren't Schrodinger's cat. If it was actually just fucking dead, it was killed. Schrodinger's cat, if it was fucking dead. She did do Schrodinger's cat in the comic? Yeah, did she? I never dug into those. I know nothing about GLaDOS, so that was a good guess. You should play those games. Those games are awesome. One day, Caden, you and I should do Portal 2 co-op on stream. Speed down.
Speed.
Fuck this. He was talking to Doug Ratman about it while taunting him about his schizophrenia. So rude, so ableist. GLaDOS is canceled. I don't play very many video games. I am a very busy girl right now. That's understandable. You're probably watching this while doing homework. Wonder how many times that's been the case this whole time. I've only gotten like 7 hours in Isaac this entire week. Damn. A busy bee. Indeed. Ah. At least this is relatively easy. Come on. Whoop. It's relatively easy, he said, dying. Like almost every time except for the first stream. Nice. First stream you were like, I'm too distressed for homework, and now you're like, I gotta get this homework done, and I am distressed. Peep sucks. Peep, ugh. Usually I can handle that. Damn. I actually really enjoy fighting Wrath. It's just fun. I have a 3.8, so I gotta keep doing it, unfortunately. You trying to hit the big 4-0? Oh, way better. Way better. This is why Isaac with the D6 is my favorite. Turning a crap item into one of my favorites. AP classes are painful as a... Yeah, you an overachiever. Accelerated learning. I'm trying for a 4.0, even if that is probably impossible. Yeah, you'll probably still have the satisfaction of at least having tried. I love how he looks. Like, this is one of the more adorable Isaac costumes. Little lion man, Binding of Isaac. Oh, the 3.8 could maybe get me into Harvard or Yale anyways. Not like I particularly want to do that. That Harvard or Yale would be intense. So I've been told in the past that I should pick this up, right? Like, in the past, I've skipped on this. All right. Boomerang tears, damage up, luck down. All right. I always forget Isaac is 6 when he gets voice acting in certain endings, and in Legend of Bumbo, it just breaks my heart. Yeah. Insanely young for this type of shit to be happening to him. And then you're like, oh right, this is based on the creator's childhood. Like, he sounds so little and afraid. Yeah, poor little guy. And then we just put him through run after run after run. Are we the baddies? Knowing Azazel is just Isaac seeing himself as horrible and demonic terror. It really is. But then he's also like, and I shoot fucking... I've got this awesome blood vomit thing. So... It's like, you made yourself into a demon, but you also made yourself really cool by accident. Isaac is canonically gender fluid. I love that. This is based on the creator's childhood? That's even worse. Did the creator almost suffocate to death from abuse? I don't know. I don't know if we've ever gotten full details on how much this fully matches what he went through, but I know the religious trauma of it was a core component of what he went through. Well, no, it's based off of his mother's extremism. He said that he overdid it a lot for Isaac, and Legend of Bumbo. Edmund. I love that he said, he's like, I overdid it. I kind of took a theme to its natural conclusion and I overdid it. It's more so about living in a super Christian household as a creative kid who drew monsters. And like, what's funny and hypocritical about them getting weirded out by that? It's like, y'all, have you seen your own art? Like, have you seen your church walls? Have you seen the cross lately? The guy you put up there doesn't generally look like he's having fun up there. Who doesn't dramatize things? I have the dramatized thing. I'm trying to think who doesn't. Very literal people who are straightforward all the time. And that's the type of person I am sometimes, but I'm also a silly goose with a flair. Whoop. Come on, come on, come on. Whoop. Oof, that almost got me. Hey. 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 Okay, there we go. There was a statue of Lucifer that people thought was so hot that Catholic women from the church kept trying to fuck it, so they put one that was in change, and that made the problem worse. They just made him naughtier. Like all they've done is add another kink. Oh, the temptation of sin. Let's attach same to natural body impulses. That'll work great for everybody. Fuck. Okay. Nah, that's funny. Where is he? Gotcha. I'm pretty sure Edmund was shunned for his crude humor in his family, which is why Isaac has so much poop, piss, and vomit. That is the one thing where I'm like, it makes it a struggle to share with others. But I'm like, yep, there's the poop, pee, and vomit. Somehow a bigger tripping up point for a lot of people than the religious stuff. Religion is fun sometimes. It is. Religious trauma is never fun. Boop, 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 doing a zigzag there. Huh? Hell yeah. Okay. Back off. Ah. Actually, it's because of the fact that the bowels loosen up upon death, which is also why the blue baby hold the poop. That too, yeah. Everyone's right. Okay, that's a good item. Oh, come on. No. No, no, no. I'm taking none. I need angel rooms anyway. Blue Baby, my beloved. Blue Baby's a fun one. Pentagram is so tempting. Beat Hush 3 times. Mega Satan doesn't matter now. It's the one thing on this post-it note for Isaac that isn't done yet. Gotta get done. I'm tired of looking at it. What? I just hydrated. Adman. To double check the gender, because there's like 4 or 5 of you that do that. Turn you into a fish. Technically, we're all fish. That's the disturbing part about taxonomy and biology. Yay, water. I used to be scared of that. I think I didn't like it. Interesting. Not a good thing to be scared of. Very vital. We all evolved from malformed fish, everyone. Pictolic, my beloved. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hell yeah. Hell yes. Okay, this run's going well. Watch, that just fucking jinxed it. I'm not scared of it anymore. Good. That's a relief. You'd need it. Next, I have to learn how to swim. I was scared of water for a little bit after I almost drowned. Oh yeah, that kid. Accidentally almost drowned you. Was that Cricket's head? Oh no, sorry. No, no, no. I'm losing it, kinda. Are you okay? Do you need a nap? What the? I was trying to shoot those things directly in front of me, and of course I have fucking... Oh, what are these little sonic slicers from Mega Man X2? The face from $3 and Cricket's head are the same. Oh. Huh. I had no... Please, for the love of God. Wait, wait, wait. No, damn you. Okay. I'm so EP, so very EP. Feel free to lurk and nap. No shame in that. Do I want the battery? What does this battery do? Car battery item. Okay. No, it makes everything reroll twice, which skips over good items. Gotcha. Oh! Hey, now we definitely can do Mega Satan if I'm not ass enough to screw it up. Oh yeah, absolutely Black Candle. I would like some health. Oh, who are you? Telescope lens. Hell yes. Sorry, fish thingy. I have priorities. Damn. Wasn't able to shoot it. Caffeine and melatonin don't balance each other out. No, that's not how it works. I just wasted all my bombs on that because I'm a silly fucking dude. Alright, come on, come on, come on. What's the speed down? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. God damn it. Whoa, okay, come here, you. Whoa. Okay. Let's just get this boss done. Oh, right. Oh, there's another fucking treasure room. Hold on. I'm feeling silly and maybe even a little mischievous today. Let the whimsy flow through you. Okay, belt's fine. Oh, right. I gotta go this way. What up? Ow. Whoa. Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Got him. Okay. Oh my god, it's Bumbo from Super Bumbo World. It's the Bumbo from Bumbo. Mr. Dolly. Hell yes. Alright, let's go find that other item room. Dolly. That's a good one. This is a good run. I'm a real big fan of Leo, of Stompy. Just so handy. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's have a look down here. Nope. Not quite this one. There we go. Hey! It was down this way. Yeah, there we go. I consider myself to be whimsical. As do I. See, this is terrible. I need a battery. What the? But I am unable to judge my own whimsy? You're unable to self-assess your own whimsy? Boop. Ah! Okay, there we go. I'm rolling in fucking coins this run all of a sudden. Lucky penny. Oh my god. Okay. Boop, boop. Taking all that shit. Oh. Sick. I will either overthink it or underthink. Underthought whimsy is an interesting... Like, I didn't sufficiently think through this whimsy. I want to become a ghost and haunt people and abandoned places. That would be awesome. I want to become a ghost and haunt specifically the worst people in the world, driving them to their untimely but much needed deaths. Oh, okay. Okay, that was... Yes, yes. Perfect. Either a Banshee or Fire Spirit. Banshee's dope. Fire spirit's dangerous. I mean, they're both dangerous, but damn. Setting shit on fire. Want to be a ghost that haunts a small town. Specifically, the small town you currently live in. Like we got a nice little chunk of people watching. Thank you for being here. Let me know if you help with anything. Get that out of here. There we go. There's the stream app. What are we? Hold on. Nah, fuck this town. Fuck this place. I guess when you move, it won't be a difficult goodbye. At least not because of the town. Let's see. I would be a banshee because I'm dramatic, depressed, and scream a lot. Oh my god. Dramatic, depressed, and what are we but ghosts of our former selves? I mean, true. What are we but are we not but ghosts? Period. Possessing flesh. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Wonder who came up with that quote. Ghosts of our former selves? That's a good question. How does a quote even become popular? You repeat it enough times, or with the proper amount of marketing, which is really just repeating it enough times in a concentrated fashion. Oop. I knew it. Just keys. Oh, I can bomb. Nice. I can still bomb while... I'm sorry. All these lucky pennies. None of us have ever said anything noteworthy. Cole and Jack included. That's not true. I'm sure you've said something on this stream noteworthy. Luck is a good stat. It really is. I'm very grateful for all these lucky pennies. There. Ooh. The lovers. Just like how flutterbys became known as butterflies because of a single poem. Really? They used to be called flutterbys? That makes so much sense. Name one of our quotes from any stream. Don't do that to me. I have a terrible memory. But I know it would be quotable. Don't use my poor memory as a measure of your quotableness or anyone's. Owie. Whee. There's a rare moth that lives in our backyard. Backyard? Is it one of the... I'm gonna call it. Rosy maple moths? Quotable thing being something you said. I don't remember because I have a poor memory. White, fluffy, and has green wings. That's awesome. Like a Luna moth? Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Assume that's there. Yep. Gonna save you for later. Oh, you son of a bitch. Whoop. Got him. Something I specifically said? Yeah. Look back through the recordings. I've read plenty of shit that you've said that was quotable. I'm unfunny. No, you're not. Rama Queen. These things are scary, but they often miss. Okay, there we go. Something I specifically said not counting Jack or Cole or just me. I mean, all of you. Literally the whole time we've known you. Anything? Oh, right. I was like, is there anything cool in the store? No. No, there isn't. Name one thing from literally any stream. Wait. Generalization will work. It doesn't even have to be exact. I don't remember. You can't do this to me. I was literally about to bomb there. Okay, we're going this way. I'm terrible at direct quotes. Ah! Oh, okay. Jeez. Save the sun cards. They give you full health upon use. I know, but I wanted the map more. Aha. There's a lot of me looking at the pros and cons of using an item or not and being like, fuck it, I want this more. And I almost always want the item room. There we go. Owie. Ugh. I love it when you're just like desperately firing as the enemy is like surging at you and you're just like, and just barely able to hold them off. Yeah, because that isn't trying. Oh, damn. Yeah, because that totally isn't trying to manipulate Matthew into saying something unkind about you when you know you don't deserve that. What if I think I deserve it, though? We don't agree. Ah, Book of Shadows. We can do better. I've never said anything funny. Cole has the gay cowboy thing. Jack has that one thing about mental health. And I just don't. Who are we even talking to right now? That's a more important question. Plenty of people think they deserve lots of things. Trump thinks he deserves lots of things. We're not all right. Ivy. Oh, okay. Didn't I meet you, like, from the beginning? Like... all of the streams you've been on are all up there on YouTube for review. They said that he's going to be arrested at the end of his term. I like been waiting forever for this fucker to get arrested. I don't know. Will he get arrested or will he just die? Like, I'm just sort of... I've been waiting for that day for so long that I'm like, I've been waiting for arrest day. I've been waiting for obituary day. Like, I'm not getting what I want. Hold on. Yeah, first like 5 streams. Yeah. You said plenty of memorable stuff. I just can't remember. So that's not on you. And you can't be mean about it because I have memory issues because of trauma. Oh, it's ableist of you to hold it against me. That's as much as I'm saying it with like a snotty little like attitude. It is true. I can't remember shit. I think I deserve all the Pokemon plushies. I agree. I think you deserve them. Can you or others afford them? Probably not, but with enough hard work, maybe. You know you don't deserve that. You're smart enough to know you don't deserve to be told unkind things. Your personal vendetta against yourself doesn't outweigh the obvious. I love this. Oh, my bad. Either or I'll be satisfied. Either or I'll be satisfied. Oh, my bad. I don't have the best memory either. Yeah, it's not. What's funny is with trauma, you don't have a great memory, but then your brain will give you like a PTSD or CPTSD flashback where you remember in vivid detail the shit you would least like to remember and most like to forget. So it's like, oh, my memory is fuzzy, and then, oh, shocking clarity. Then you have to like pivot. I want all the Pokemon Squishmallow, but Squishmallow and Jazzwares are pro is. Yeah. It sucks. There's literal. That mean there's literal. Like, look at all that Pokemon stuff. That there's literal fucking Jazzware stuff up on there, and I had no idea. I don't own a single Squishmallow, but I definitely own a lot of Pokemans. I don't remember anything from before like 10, and I don't get flashbacks either. Just gone. Like, recent memories don't last. Interesting that your mind was like, we're gonna protect you by taking away short-term. You just don't get to retain anything anymore. That seems to be working. The human biology is ridiculous at times. Let's see. Anything before like 10? That's wild. I've got memories like all the way back. Not anything meaningful from being like a newborn or anything. I sadly have a few Jazzwares plushies, but there's so many Pokemon plushies that aren't. Jazzwares owns WCT as well. What's that? The life-sized Appleton isn't Jazzware, so I can get my goat. Hell yeah! Finally, some good fucking news. Well, there are probably logical answers for the recent memory loss, MDD, generalized anxiety, OSDD, CPTSD. Can all do that. Yeah, for sure. Oof. It's a lot of things. But yeah, I've got memory loss for similar issues. That's why there's an entire channel called Reminding Matthew on the Discord. I just forgot about that and just now remembered, in typical Matthew fashion. Wicked cool toy. Remember that. Hold on. God just hates me, I think? No. Maybe I'm a freak of eugenics? Eugenics? I don't know if eugenics... I'm not neither a freak nor a freak of eugenics nor a freak of genetics. The eugenics people would absolutely hate you. Wicked cool toy. All those cool multi-packs that I love, and I'm always eyeballing whenever I go places. Oh, wow. They got Cabbage Patch and Teddy Ruxpin. Allowed. Houses been loud. Art. Oh boy, it's super cute. I hope this isn't part of a reworked animation I'm working on. Here. Aiden, this is one of my favorite types of styles, the colored lines. And it looks great, but I just know you're gonna upset me later. So, do your thing, you whimsical wounded warrior. Hold up, we were looking up SCPs. I think some people on YouTube were doing that. The YouTube algorithm really liked me for a hot second when I was in the Zomboid thing, and then it stopped liking Zomboid. Oh my god, did I just confuse genetics for eugenics? I'm going crazy. Yeah, it was like, I'm definitely positive the eugenics people would have not been on your side to begin with. I'm so eepy. You should get some EPCPs. I know it's your favorite. Teehee. Aww. Oh, this isn't gonna be corrupted at all. It's not gonna go anywhere dark at all. SCP-399. 399. 9? SCP-3999. Oh, Jesus. Anything? Doesn't look like it went well for him. I'm a freak of you're not a freak of genetics, not eugenics, I swear. The eugenics people are like, yes, this is the superhuman we were looking for. Totally doesn't relate to the video I sent you earlier that you didn't. I do want to watch it, I just can't watch it right now. It's a reality bender that just constantly tortures one guy until, well, he kills himself, which also kills 3999. SCP is a rare class Apollyon, which means it is overpowered and cannot be contained. Damn. Yeah, it looked like he was having an unpleasant time, but he also looked visually very cool. There we are. There it is. Hell out of here. I don't want to touch those blocks. I'm not touching that. Get the hell away from me. Let's go visit that room and see if we can get something better than the shit that it gave us before. Not a single rhyme detected. But it dies in the end. Talaran. You really do quite love this one. Luck down. Drop that shit. I heard a noise in the Discord. Oh, dude. You've gotten way better at that. It is unsettling that they're all blinking at the same time. They're blinking. That might work, though, for the tone you're going for. Excuse me. The whole story is a metaphor for the writer's issues with the SCP community, writer's block, and pressure. Damn. Poor guy must have been putting out a lot of stuff with a fan base demanding more. Which, as Gooseworks learned, is all fun and games until they become completely out of control. Huh. He really was. He made like 40 pages total, I think. Oh. with 3999 being his magnum opus. He's like, you want to know how I really feel about all that? And just makes a whole SCP about it. Whoa. And then Admin Bright got exposed for doing some things. The real person, or... And the entire Foundation wiki? Wait, what happened? The real guy. Oh dear. The entire Foundation wiki had to change. Jeez. He was a groomer, this is confirmed, so they're changing his self-insert? Why can't y'all just not be fucking groomers? Why can't you just date adults with consent like a normal person? They're removing him and he has been banned despite being one of the first members. Well, that's... you gotta do it. Can't have that shit stinking up a community project. What happened to the wiki? I haven't read SCP in years. Dr. Bright is fucking dead. Oh my god. Well, that solves that. Admin Clef. Admin Clef was also involved, but this gets glossed over for some reason. There were multiple people there involved with that? Ah, come on. Can't have fucking anything on Predator Planet. Jesus. He literally saw it and did nothing. Ooh. Complicit. He just renamed him to Dr. Shaw and changed his appearance. Changed the 936, or is it 963? Was a cool pop. Because the 936 bubble. Okay, sorry. Trying not to die. Come on, just a little. There we go. God. Jesus. Up we go. Down we go. But it's not Dr. Bright anymore. He was one of the forms talking to Admin Bright, and the 14-year-old he was... Ah.
The stars.
Just... Why can't we just not do that? Why can't we just fucking not? Two most popular Foundation research characters writers ended up being bad. God damn it. And he only talked about it after Admin Bright was already banned. What the hell? I completely missed all this. SCP Foundation real world criminality. Oh, okay. Someone crashed out over the LGBTQ tag on the wiki. It was the writer for SCP-49. Jesus. It's a hilarious thing to crash out, considering it's hilarious. Like, you write about containing otherworldly creatures that tend to be dangerous, and you're crashing out about. gays in your presence. SCP Foundation is literally gay media. It's like, yeah, it's like, what the fuck? You came to the wrong house. Also, do I pick this up or do I re-roll? I'm not really familiar with this. Sorry. It's so good. All right. Oh, right. Right. As soon as I saw the name, I recognized it. Take it. Take it. Okay. I was like, this looks really cool, but I don't want to get screwed over. And everyone's like, take it. Oh my god. All right. Noted. We'll take it in the future. Anything in here worth having? Absolutely not. There are 300 pages tagged LGBTQ on the official wiki. And Captain Crash Out decided to whine about it. Also, Backrooms Wiki has like 22 LGBTQ tagged pages. All internet horror is gay and woke. The inherent horror of trying to exist in a world that is hostile to you and predatory to you. What I really love is the way the Alien movie, like, was like, let's make men feel extremely uncomfortable. Let's show them what birth would be like.
The lovers.
Let's confront them with the horrors of childbirth, but through their ribcage. Boop, boop. Backrooms Wiki is so good, but unfortunately kind of dislike Kane Pixel. Why? I never knew there was a reason to. I think his work is great, but people act like Kane Pixel's canon is the only canon and the first one. You don't really have a problem with him. You have a problem with how his work is perceived. I got the bookworm. I'm a worm of books. So it's mostly the troglodytes I have a problem with. And just the uneducated. Just people who don't know. How could it? Who could I? He's the youngest A24 director. He's 20 years old. It's crazy. I don't know how you end up that young and like stumble into that kind of success. Twitter meme reference. Ignore me. I refuse to ignore you. What was it? Explain yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, come on, come on. Find what I have lost. Oh, the chisels, the flat file's nice.
The moon.
Boop, boop. Very nice, very nice. I can, well, I can get in there. Boop, boop. Nothing here that I want. Backrooms Wiki is cool because there's a whole like 9-page canon about literally two specific married lesbians, and I think that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. They don't die, for the record, thank God. A lot of Backrooms Wiki characters do die. Yeah, you can't do the like bury your queers thing. Like you gotta let them fucking make it out of this okay, at least a little bit. There are other gay people. Good. I hope they're not all, yeah, I hope they're not all lady gays, because that is like tends to be the one that's more quote unquote socially accepted, by which I really mean is just more fetishized by the streets. Got a feeling. Feeling correct. Oh. Come on. Some of these need to be non-ass, right? Luck up. Okay. Full health. Nice. Tears up.
Tears up.
X-Lax. Friends till the end. Hematemesis. One of the main characters is gay and non-binary. He does die, unfortunately, but it made sense in his story. Well, I mean, at least not all the queers die. He, they, I'm not misgendering. Gotcha. Theodore talking, by the way. I forgot to sign after all that. Hold up. Nate doesn't usually put his 2 cents in on these topics, but I guess I'll say what he is too scared to. I wish the current system in our country and much of the world was not about condemning people who did wrong for life, but rather about taking them out of society for a few years while they work through their problems and then slowly reintegrate them into society without lasting punishments. Theodore talking, by the way, I forgot to sign. And I think that's very smart. That's, whatchamacallit. The sort of, what would you call it? Reformative justice. Rather than the punishment-based justice that we have now. That is really just, like, an excuse to run the prison industrial complex poorly.
Health down.
To turn imprisonment and crime into a business rather than a functioning element of society that actually makes society better. That's the problem with the American justice system. Exactly. They don't care about reforming people. They just want them off the streets. It's inhumane, really. Correct. Germans have so much of the UK have already done that. Crazy that the UK are outdoing us on this. Oh, this little guy. Yeah. Damn it. They do not care about the people. It's all about scamming everybody and exploiting them until they're dead. German prisons cells are more like small apartments. Yeah, for a lot of people, it would be a meaningful improvement in their like living situation. What people did to get arrested is bad, but they should get actual help. Correct. I'm not saying crime is okay at all, but maybe don't treat them like ants in an ant. I feel like it might be more appropriate to compare them to cattle or other livestock at a certain point. Their treatment, I mean. No, it's not. But how do you get clean from crime when jobs won't hire a person with a criminal record and banks won't loan to them? Yeah, you do one crime and then it's the snowball effect that ruins your whole life. Because the system isn't set up to reform. I hate that shit. It makes me want to fucking kill someone, but that's not the type of person that I am. Oh, look, a key. Exactly. Your life is just over. I know a guy who had 2 misdemeanor charges and his life was just never the same. Poor guy. I hope he finds some way to bounce back, but I don't know. I have no idea how. Luck down. Fuck you. Fuck you. Power pill. Better than nothing. Petty theft and disturbance of the peace, by the way, not anything actually violent or dangerous. And yet, it's enough to destroy his life. It fucking sucks. Oh my god. 2 of them? Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Realized I'm doing Yoshi's. Oh. Nice. What do we got in here? And nothing I want. I'm gonna hear someone say, "Go Ted, go Ted." No. He was a guy who was down on his luck and made stupid mistakes. And you should be able to bounce back from that shit. It's a system built to put you back in jail. There was a man we knew once who was in jail 20 years from 17 to 37, had just gotten out, and he almost ended up back in jail after 2 weeks because he had to walk to his damned parole apartment and nearly missed the window. Just set up to make you fail. Keep in mind, he walked 2 miles in the summer in the ghettos of Baltimore to make it. Jesus. None of this approach to this lack of prisoner reform, like, none of that makes us safer. Like, the way we do things now makes us less safe. But that might be an intentional thing to make us more reliant / compliant about the police. My therapist had a client once who was an addict. I met her like twice, and she ended up with 3 years due to drug possession. She was literally going through addiction and needed actual help. Yep, it's absolutely intentional. Yeah, I mean, they, like, the whole war on drugs was just a way to, like, criminalize free thinkers initially, and then black people as well. And then as it became about the cartels, they made it about Mexicans, Central Americans, and South Americans. They keep a lot of these things illegal, not because it actually benefits society to keep them illegal, like marijuana, but because there's an industry around fighting it. There's financial incentives to keep it illegal, to keep it a crime, to keep that pipeline going, to keep DARE in existence. My therapist does a lot, actually, trauma addiction, and he's told me about a murderer. Damn. Hence. Oh, I gotta stand. It's been 1 hour and 40 already. It's racism. Any idea-based war on terror, war on drugs has been built on racism. Absolutely. We love to see a cat who knows his socioeconomics. Weed is healthier than alcohol? Yep. Alcohol should be banned. Yep. And weed should be legalized more. Correct. Yeah. Alcohol only gets by because it's literally grandfathered in by being ancient. And then, like, the alcohol industry putting so much money into protecting it. Yeah. Alcohol is a far more deadly substance. mean, literally just lost my girlfriend to that this year. She told me opioids were easier to get off of than alcohol. They used to think smoking while pregnant was healthy. In fact, the FDA used to think cigarettes were extremely healthy. How much of that was just tobacco companies having the money to pay doctors? I believe we shouldn't ban any substances. We should make them easier to get in a safe environment, like heroin served in clinics that also give access to therapy type thing. Yep. Like just take the methadone clinic to the next level. Just one step more. It's not that huge a jump. And less people die. Society is healthier. Also, it's a heroine. Heroine is a femme protagonist. I saw, I think it was a Punky Doodles thing about that exact thing. Hold on. Heroin.
I'm a heroin addict. Can't get enough of
Strong, beautiful lady. Woo! Hell yeah!
And who can blame him?
I'm a heroin addict.
I too am a heroin
Can't
addict.
get enough of
Strong, beautiful lady. Woo! Hell yeah!
I certainly cannot blame him. Yep. At all. And we're never going to get heroin and heroin right. The E to us means evil. The E is for evil. Right now, my E is for excrement. I actually need to go to the bathroom. I will be right back, everybody. TMI, but thank you for being here. Give me a moment. Now that I stood up, my body was like, you should do a thing. But I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Disgusting. Hello, everyone. I have returned. What did I miss? Icky, correct. The others in the collective need to be open about their true opinions more, correct. You'll find it's not as looked down upon as they may think, also correct. Looking forward to that. A lot of mine are just bad liars. Like they will try to lie about their opinions, but it doesn't work. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, Cody. Hi, well, thank you very much, Ivy and company. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. I feel way better. You ever accidentally hold it in way too long and then you just feel sick? It happens way too often on the stream. I'm just like focused. A lot of mine are just bad liars. Like they will try to lie about their opinions, but it doesn't work. Why would they lie? Interesting. The others are mostly good liars. Unfortunately, they made it a nasty habit to just agree with people around them just in case. That's rough. Like fit in, not get in trouble. But yeah, don't just agree with people. Be yourself. Have your own opinion. I mean, I do that because it's hardwired into my brain, but mine just suck at it. One of them is a pathological liar, not even a good one. I have dependent personality, so I just What a quote. Also, I'm eating peelers. They've already put out the Halloween themed snacks. Some of them are skulls. Some of them are brains. Some of them are strawberry and some of them are raspberry. All right. Fruity brains. My favorite. Why, I've never dated a straight person. That's not intentional. That's just fruit. The mouth. We can roll that. That's what they called me in kindergarten, fruity brain. Yes, perfect. I knew it. Son of a bitch. Okay. Here's if this will be the one where we finally reach the dam. What is this from? Oh, janky. That's it? That's the worst they had? I have no memory of what they called me. Of any of the bullies from school. I think I was being abused / bullied so hard at home that, like, whatever was happening at school was, like, easy mode by comparison. And kindergartners are evil. They're capable of greater psychological harm than you'd expect, that's for sure. Yeah, but that's tame as fuck. It might just be the only things that they can remember. Almost. There you go. Ooh, cat o' nine tails. All right, we're off to a good start. 9 p.m. 12 hours from now, I'll have been at in my court case, my eviction hearing, for like 30 minutes. can barely remember anything before 10. Give me a break. It's 10 here. I can't remember anything before 10 p.m. every day. Whoa. Oh, right. Life has to offer. Life has a fucking boss battle to offer me. Typical life. Oh, shit. Half off. Okay. Life came in clutch there for a second. I meant like 10 years old. I know you did, but I just think it would be funny if like... Yeah, anything before 10 p.m. Can't remember. 10 p.m. Only an hour ahead. Up. Our kindergarten experience was mostly the R slur. Jesus. There was also the one girl who would just repeatedly call us... What? I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to be one of the people that ever said that to you or around you. We rarely got called the F slur till like 3rd grade. I got the R slur a lot. I think maybe the F slur. I'm sure I got both of those. It just shit didn't mean anything to me because the home life was already that. Oh yay, explosive diarrhea. Dodge cancer, as any reasonable person should. I have no memory of those time periods. Oh, come on. A bummer. Oh, I think I have enough to recharge it. Damn. Okay. But I think I have enough rooms to recharge them. Boop, boop. I got things like Freak, Weirdo, R-Slur, a lot. Where was this even coming from? People randomly picking up on vibes and then treating people like pariahs for it? Then our parents would tell us, just agree with them without telling us why. So our child brain was like, they think we're stupid too. Wow. God. I could hug y'all. That's fucking devastating. Just, what the fuck? Gotcha, you little fly. Just agree with them without telling us. What? Your parents are not the greatest communicators. I imagine neither were their parents or their parents before their parents. People chilled out in high school, actually. Yeah, high school was good. Yeah, it was. Me as well. Middle school sucked ass, though. Middle school was the worst. Whose eye is that, Caden? You're scaring me. Relatively comparative. Middle school was the worst period of my life for so many reasons. It's easily the worst school period. So much is happening biologically and socially. Just a fucking nightmare. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow, that shredded through them pretty quick. Speed and shot speed up. No room. Okay. Next. Oh, wait, I just realized this item takes the spikes off those doors, too. Get the fuck off me. Yay. Mom pulled us out of public school for middle school and homeschooled us from 6th to 9th grades because she knew we wouldn't survive. Good. It would have been cruel to put you through that. So I'm glad she made the right move. Jesus. Horrible. I went through all of public school and then dissociated through most of it. I was known for being very sarcastic and having a very dark sense of humor. And also being very quiet for the most part. Cause at the time I was being abused at home. Didn't want to talk about it. What? Bam. Consume. Health down. Get this shit off me. The wouldn't survive part was literal, by the way. We would have likely killed ourselves. Yeah, understandable. That's a hellish environment. I'm so glad she got you out of there. Sorry, thinking of the dark alternate timeline. Aiden, I'm scared. Jaden, I'm scared. Ooh, green eyes. I'm scared. Last ping, I swear. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be. During middle school, I resented the school itself because it interrupted my thoughts of my preferred world. That makes sense. I stopped seeing my mother as my mother. Better now, thank God. It's so scary. Oh, I didn't mean to blow up both. Developed MDD, now TRD. Had one of the worst panic attacks I've ever had. Felt it 8 weeks later? Jesus. Had a huge psychotic episode. Was manic for a while after that. Starved myself. Not fun. God. The hellish time period. There's way too much shit going on. It's amazing that we even got you here. Also, people were so fucking mean. Why were they that mean? I got called the T-slur before I even knew that was. Are they mind readers? How can they tell? I think they were that mean because they were probably going through similar shit. Maybe not all the exact same shit or all the same amount of shit, but like also going through shit. It doesn't excuse their actions, but it's like it solves some of the mystery when you realize that almost everyone has dog shit parents. And almost everyone has a mental illness. We can always tell, but it's a 7th grader who can actually tell before you can for some reason. And the only reason is because they want to bully you better. Yippers. That psychic power that lets you treat people like shit better. Oh, fuck that. Oh. Double tap glitch. Also, autism. They can sniff out that out in seconds when it takes psychologists a year. That's fascinating. But they're like, but obviously the kids are like, you're just different and unacceptable. Not like, oh, I've detected autism. That's great. Why did you take it? Because I didn't really know what it was. I got called autistic before it was even officially diagnosed. Hit an enemy with it? Okay. Having a little bit of trouble doing that. Non-boss enemy. Same, it's double tap. So do what? I hit people twice with it and they die. Oh, very nice. I have a weird sixth sense about when there's a hidden room. Obviously, I'm not right all the time. Don't hold, just tap twice quickly. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. I was trying to fire it. Got caught. Why, yes. Yes, I will. I got called a lesbian when I was cishet mass presenting as what was probably a joke back then. How modern day Oracle is a middle schooler? I wonder if it was just like how many of these are just self-hating people who are just detecting their own self in others and then attacking them. It was a joke at the time. Well, can't help it. Can't help that ladies are pretty. Well, from them, not for me. What? More hydrate. Really getting much out of this. You'd think a high luck would get you some, like, more drops out of this thing, but it doesn't really ever feel like it. Doesn't feel like it ever matters. Yep, doesn't matter how much fucking luck I have. It does not increase. Luck doesn't affect the slot machines. Yup. Sure doesn't. I hate it. Also wish I could reach that. Wait, why did I go this way? There. Alter. I'm actually pretty dehydrated. Get some water. Get some water. It's good for... Listening to my weird gay kid music because I have to sleep in an hour. Is that your way of like winding down before bed? Therapy in 2 days. Nice. How often are you going? My max was like 2 times a week. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Cool. Wow. Okay, I was really on the verge of losing all that. Okay. Next. Yes, Wednesday and Friday. Nice. Everyone agrees I need it. Good. I'm glad there's no contention about whether or not you need to go. So many families, there's just this like refusal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I was thinking about my marriage where there was a lot of refusal in the wider family to acknowledge what was really happening. Prevented me from killing myself twice, so I probably need it. Absolutely. Yeah, please do not ever kill yourself. And if you feel like you do want to, please call the suicide hotline in your area. I believe it's 988 here. I don't want to end. Good. Do your best to keep it like that, but I know it's a rough world. It's hard to... That's a tough feeling to maintain. I mean, I do sometimes, but not like actively. The worst I usually get is like, wow, it would be easier to be dead than to deal with this level of pain. But my answer to that is always to just take a nap. Like that's relatively manageable. I've never been a self-harmer, so that works out. Those are my usual thoughts, but I never actually. Yeah, it makes sense to be so overwhelmed that you want to turn it off. Don't have any bomb. Would never want to actually die like that. I'm glad. You got shit to do in this world. Can't be dying. That goes for all of you. Everyone who's watching this, past, present, and future, unless you're a member of the Republican Party. J.K. Rowling. Who else? Vladimir Putin. Henry Kissinger. He's dead, but fuck him. I'm saving up for 800 so I can make you play Blue Baby next. Oh, shit. That's gonna be tough. But, I mean, it'll probably have a similar success rate to what I'm having now, which is not much. Strength. Hierophant. Okay. The Sun. We'll save that for the next one. Ancient Recall. 2 of clubs. Ancient Recall. Justice. Boop, boop, boop. The Fool. The Devil. I'm just going to be lazy and use the Fool. My mom is transphobic and doesn't understand my mental issue. Where does what level of transphobia are we dealing with here? The lack of understanding about mental issues overall is not ideal, but you know, like parents can be educated over time. It takes effort, but it's worth it. And it doesn't always work out. What? Oh, that's the wrong goddamn button. Okay, I can take this. The transphobia is maddening because I've always been confused as to what the problem is. She doesn't get it and supports J.K. Rowling. Ugh, yay. He never actually talks about the good parts of it, openly dislikes transgender identity, supported the Texas bill where parents of trans kids can be arrested. Probably more example. You know, I probably shouldn't be advocating for this. And I'm not. I just think it'd be really funny if you got your parents arrested because you're I just think it'd be funny. I just would like I just think that'd be a funny court case. Like having to test that law like in practice. And she doesn't understand why identity would hurt me, nor does she even know what OSDD is. She thinks I'm a lunatic or that I can just snap out of it, despite the fact that she's been severely depressed before. I mean, didn't she just see what your older brother went through and be like, oh, there's a history here. This is not a one-off. She did, and she doesn't think it affects me. Well, if they came from the same womb, I assume. So, this might be one of those other things where, like, a parent is reluctant to look at themselves as being, you know, the one who passed down this mental illness. Like, I've noticed that. Just a lot of not wanting to acknowledge their own part in it. But like also that also overemphasizes their own part in it and takes on guilt that they shouldn't have to. She made me go to therapy initially, and now she just doesn't listen to what my therapist tells her. Because it's not what she wanted to hear. And it's not convenient for what she wanted out of life. It's like, you're a parent. You got to do the hard stuff, like loving your child no matter what. Tried to insist for me to get back onto antipsychotics when I told her that I clearly didn't ever want to do that, so mixed bag. Because most of the time, she's so nice. She's just not really understanding this mental health stuff and how it works. It's one of those things that, like, if to get beyond it, like, you're gonna have to do a lot of educating, which I know can be very frustrating. But if there's a parent worth saving there, it's generally worth the effort, but don't go out of your way in a way that's harming you. I wish I could just think about her as simply as Cole does. That my thoughts weren't so complicated. How simply does he think of her? Are you there? You are. Where? Boop, boop. Oh. Yeah. He just thinks of her as our mom. Doesn't acknowledge that she's done anything wrong. He doesn't think about that. Yeah, that's like an avoidant thing to protect you from having to contemplate that pain all the time. Interesting. There's a certain avoidant nature to what Cole brings to the table. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. I'm at 700. After I get 100 more, you have to play Blue Baby. I'm sure Caden will enjoy that. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Back. Okay. He's not really avoiding it so much as he doesn't really pay attention or know. That's just avoidance with extra steps. It's not intentional, but it is ignorant. Even if it's not intentional by Cole's doing, it is intentional by your psyche's doing. Cole is more like, it's like your lungs breathe and Cole does this. The naive mindset, really. It's interesting. The mind processes stuff in wild ass ways. At some points, it's just like, evolution. How did you? How did we get here? I want to paint my nails again, but my mom doesn't want me to. What color were they before? How many, like, do both of your parents know about the trans thing, or has that not been discussed yet? Purple, dark purple. Nice. That's classy and technically gender neutral, but most people do not see nail painting as gender neutral. My mom knows I had identity problems, but doesn't understand extent. I guess you're like slowly like trying to like one disorder at a time and not bring up the hard stuff with your mom and parents yet. I think you'd mentioned not yet being able to disclose that to your parents. Did it? Okay. What do we got? Neither of them really well. Let's see. Okay, sorry. I barely leave my room outside of school. I remember doing that as a kid as well. I only had friends by coincidence because they went to the same bus as me. Then we all made jokes about the same video games. Yeah, otherwise, and in time periods when they weren't like available or around, it really was just me in my room, and still kinda is. Very much an indoor cat. I moved away from my friends like 2 years ago. I moved to Texas and have had nobody. I'm so sorry. And I'm guessing moving to Texas wasn't a choice. If you're still military, if your dad's still in the military, it was probably an assignment. Dad's job. Yep. Balls. Health down. Fuck
Health
you.
down.
Ow. Ow. Alright, I don't know. I don't know if I'll survive this. That was me, like, seeing the bomb at the last second and be like, He's not home during the week, though. How are things between you and your father? This is usually a loaded question. I, for one, do not have any... Neither my father nor my stepfather were model citizens. Strange? Your father is strange? Ah! Dr. Stephen Strange. He's a lot nicer now, but I just don't feel right. I mean, that's, again, part of your nervous system not having recovered from that. You need this therapy specifically around rewiring your nervous system. Keep wondering how long it'll take for him to lose his patience. That's a reasonable concern after the kind of trauma that you've endured. Sort of the when will the other shoe drop trauma. And it's only been a few years, and you need, I'm going to say this forever, like, you're going to need more therapy. And by forever, I mean until you're healed. Because according to my therapist, apparently there is an after for post-traumatic stress disorder. I've always lived with it like just this is how life is, but apparently there's, if you do enough therapy, there can be a life after PTSD. It's kind of mind-boggling for me to think about. But the sooner you get started, the sooner you get there. Boop. Boop. Yeah. All right. Boop, boop. Complicated. Yeah. Processing the emotions involved in all this isn't going to be easy. But I'm glad that your dad's nicer. My stepfather never got nicer. In order to do that, I'd have to explain how my childhood affected me to my parents, who act so different now and don't realize it keeps me up at night. This is an honest conversation that you're just gonna have with them. And it's something that they're going to have to accept, because this is a transition that has to happen. It's a conversation that needs to happen. Because I can't ask, hey, can I get CPTSD treatment, and not give a reason? And then, no. I mean, you can just say, my childhood. If they want specific... Is it no to this item? What? Take an Aquarius Trail of Tears. Shout out to my indigenous ancestors. No to having an honest conversation. Oh, I always forget about the Trail of Tears reference. Never forget about the Trail of Tears. Ow, 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 ow.
Two of hearts.
Never. Yeah, a lot of people have trouble with having the honest conversations. I've walked some of the trail. That's crazy. I want to do that too at some point. There's some historical places I want to go, and it's like it feels a little weird because it's like it's not. I don't want to go there because anything happy happened, but I want to pay my respects to the dead and honor those we have lost. Ooh. We can dip out this way. There's a path now that you can walk. Pay respect to those who had to go. That would be an interesting thing to do. Do for like a video. Like there's a walking trail. Then I find a Taco Bell, and then Taco Bell on the Trail of Tears. Easy Gordita Crunch. You just have a sign that says Trail of Tears is over here. I wonder, I don't think we have any Trail of Tears over here in Colorado. Probably in Kansas. I've never looked. Ah. Wow, that did absolutely nothing. I prefer the Trail of Weird. Which should be the name of a Native American gay bar. I've never been outside of America. Neither have I. One day, hopefully. Okay. Lord. Two-party system destroyed this country. Was corruption that killed the beast. Ooh! They gave me this twice in one stream. Ooh, we got a nice... Ow, 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 ow. Distracted by the breeze. Do, 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 do. Come, come. Here we do it. Through y'all. Time to give the country back to the Native Americans. They're still here. They're still trying to get the land back. They just don't report about it. And that goes in everywhere where there's indigenous peoples. America, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico, all of the Americas. You send colonizers back via Trail of Tears. No, no, we can't be fucked up like that. Hold on. There we go. Ugh. Mwahaha. Look at all the resetting I'm doing. Oh, that's a good start, actually. All right, very classic start. Let's go. I don't know if I want to send the colonizers back. I'm part colonizer myself, so. And my mom's a Quaker. Like that's not one of the whites you send back. Those are the ones you actually keep. Those are the ones that worked the Underground Railroad and fought for abolition, and so we gotta keep some of these white people. Some of these white people are dope. Dastardly laugh. We don't need any more dastardliness on the Trail of Tears. We've had enough. That's enough Trail of Tears for you, little Jimmy. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. I'll take that. I don't know why Cole wants to be a cowboy so badly. Not even a cool historical era. It has been sold as a very cool vibe culturally. And a lot of them were gay and hardy and lesbians. A little bit of everything. But yeah, not the greatest historical era, especially cowboys. The cowboys and Indians thing being like, oh, what a great theme. Romanticized genocide. Oh, everyone's favorite. Telepills, of course. Oh, for fuck's sake. You teleported me into this room, you assholes. I think he's chill about it, actually. About the race stuff? I would hope so. The only safe way out of there. I don't think he has hatred in his heart. Yeah, no, he seems like a romanticized version of a cowboy, which almost never involves the horrors. Okay. Okay, I was trying to get these. Oh. This sucks. Oh, yeah, it extra sucks. Get the hell out of here. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Turn into fucking Link. Yeah. Dad. I got mod checked. I misheard horrors as whores. Misheard horrors. Misheard horrors is a good title for something. I don't know what, but something. Oh man, this is going so poorly. Oh, damn it. Okay. Now that I know this trick, this one simple trick, getting real lazy. Oh, damage up and concussive tears. Okay, good start. He's okay, I guess. I don't really have a problem. With who, Cole? Fuck. This one simple trick scientists don't want you to know. I hate that whole fucking narrative. Cole isn't annoying. Yeah. I never said he was. Generally, he isn't. Who could hate a gay cowboy at this time of year? Or any. On. Okay. Die, you sack of pus. Perish in the flames. Okay. This one simple trick scientists don't want you to know. Don't put butter on your fucking wounds. That ever happened to you? It's insane that people do that. Just in case you were wondering, kids, don't butter your wounds. I know people do that. Is this a Tennessee thing? We've given up on the tradition of bandages, and we've embraced butter as the standard way to seal up any wound for healing. I think it's a thing in the South for some stupid... That's insane. One simple trick scientists don't want you to know. Make sure it has a flared base. One simple trick the ER doesn't want you to know. Because they need the copays for you coming in to get unflared bases out of your sphincter. Ooh, consolation prize. I'm not gonna find the store. No, whoa, 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 whoa. This is one of the ones that I have the most trouble with. I keep getting distracted by those guys. Come on. No, no, oh, stop. Stop with the head thing. Stop with the head spider thing. Stop it. Come on. Thank you. He listened. It's kind of boring, but health is health. Unfortunate predicament. I once read about a case where a guy got a whole airbrush. Dude, too ambitious. Gonna tear something. The scientists want you to know. They're desperate for you to know. It's the businessmen running the website that put paywalls on the studies that don't want you to know. Yeah, it's the scumbags looking to gatekeep information for profit that don't want you to know. And if someone claims that the scientist doesn't want you to know about it, they're probably just selling something a scientist would warn you to never fucking take. Because they know factually it will ruin your shit. I've seen that Tumblr post. You ain't slick, collective. Damn, called out. Ooh, Isaac's fork. Wait. I could get in here. Side. I do also remember that post. I was like, that sounds familiar. But I wasn't going to call him out on it. I wasn't going to call the cat out. Also read of a case where a woman performed her own C-section. Both her and the baby survived. God damn. I probably would have just died. I don't know if I would have clawed my baby out of myself with my own two hands, but maybe. Damn, that's fucking metal as hell. As if I ever claimed it wasn't a Tumblr post. She wasn't a doctor, she was drunk off her ass and she did it with a kitchen knife. Bro. That's impressive. I don't know if I could fucking do that. That's just astounding. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Sounds like something our dad would do if he was a woman, to be honest. That's awesome. So anyway, I had to cut you out of me in the living room. No, in the kitchen. That way I could mop up the blood later. Not get it in the carpet. He did it because the nearest hospital was 2 hours away. And when asked about it, he said, if it didn't work, I wouldn't want to be alive. But if he would be born, I would live to... Oh. So beautiful. And also a case of a man whose unborn twin lived as a parasite. Yep, I remember that one. Making him appear pregnant in situ fetus. Oh, that was always upset me. My body absorbed the twin. Like under any circumstances, but it's so rough when it makes you look pregnant. On the couch, they had to sew her organs back in. Body horror. There was a man who took radium pills for 2 years until his face melted and he had holes in his skull. God. That shit's scary. And then there's the radium girls. I'm sure you're familiar with them, the ladies who would paint with radium paint. And then sometimes lick it off their fingers because it was a little sweet and they needed to clean their fingers and then their jaws fell off. He did not know they were radium. He was con. Damn. That's awful. I worry about fentanyl these days, but at least I don't have to worry about radium pills, I think. Not that I... Like, where would I... How do people even find a drug? I've never... It's literally, I know a person who knows a person. But I don't know a person who knows a person. What do we think? What do we think about these? Oh, my bad. Rich wristwatch factory. Okay, X card time, please. Oh. Oh, my bad. Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't see the part where we were supposed to stop talking about the radium. I assume y'all heard all that. John Kirikow, the head of the CIA's anti-terrorist unit, exposed the CIA for continuing methods such as waterboarding, torture, or black sites, resulting in his termination. When was this? I assume this is post the original time all this was revealed, the 9/11 era. So I just assume that this might as well have been last year. And he makes... John Kirikow is still on Twitter. And he makes shit posts 2011, I believe. Damn. A full decade after 2000. After 9/11. Oh, perfect. The CIA said they were done with torture after 9/11. So they have been proven to be lying. Yeah, unfortunately, the CIA has a horrible reputation. Its founders were total dog shit. Fuck the Dulles brothers. I hope they're burning in hell next to Hitler and Henry Kissinger. They deserve it. There's a woman on Instagram whose sole purpose on her Insta is to post cat videos and troll JD Vance. A modern hero. And her cat. Ruby Bridges is still on Twitter. It's fucking insane. Oh, but it was so long ago. No. The little girl that you harassed for dumbass racist reasons. She's alive. and cogent. Instagram, not Twitter. Ruby Bridges has an Instagram profile. Okay, that does make more sense. Fucking yawning. Man, I can't believe it's already the fucking hearing tomorrow. Oh, it's this bastard. Little Pete. Peep, peep. Boop. What? Oh, we finally got it. Twitter is a cesspool. Wonder the kinds of things people on Twitter would say to her. Just the absolute worst shit imaginable, frankly. And probably, unfortunately, probably some of the exact same shit she heard on that day. There we go. That's better. She actually has more followers than Vance now, and when that happened, she was issued a cease and desist. Oh, the insecure butt baby. Oh my god. I love to see their fragile feelings hurt. They spend all their time being little fucking assholes to everybody. They have all this time to fucking whine and be little fucking babies. It actually has more followers. Okay, hold on. Blue baby time. But this run is going so well, he said. Alright. Shame my grandma was a... My grandma has a newspaper about MLK from when he died. Shame my grandma was a horrible person. Actually, all my grandparents are. Does that mean she got the newspaper from when MLK died as a way to celebrate? To commemorate the moment? Like when Obama killed bin Laden and they like... Jack talked about it a little. She... maybe, I don't know. Well, I'm glad you're turning out differently. Do you love Blue Baby? It's difficult. What I love is the flies. Are you so happy to be playing him? Is this an attempt to troll? His Satan unlock is good. I have not kept track of anyone's in-laws unlocks. I've not kept track of anyone's in-laws due to not being married, not knowing many people who are. Whoop. Oh. Short range mega tiers. Not bad, not great, but not bad. I'd maybe want to get married, but again, that's complicated. Yeah. It'd be interesting to get married again. The real trick is just picking the right person to be with. Like, really 90% of it is partner selection, and the other 10% is perspiration. I don't remember the names of my ex-in-laws. None of them. I do. Because I lived with them for a little. Both of Nate's wives, we barely knew them. Why? Just like homophobic families or something? Like, I am a lesbian and mostly asexual, while Cole is gay. A gay cowboy, to be precise. He's a gay cowboy. Okay. Let's go. He's a gay cowboy. Yeehaw. My grandmother, who beat and abused my mom, is literally named Karen. Jeez. Living up to stereotypes in the worst way. I hope she is suffering somewhere. Your grandmother. I hope your mom improved. This does explain why your mom is the way she is. None of us have seen her in 3 years. Ow. Well, I wish her a very merry having a bad day. No, the families were decent. Okay. It was just that Izzy hated her parents for controlling her, or just trying to keep her from abusing her partners. Oh, damn. That's a red flag. And Lauren, we don't know her family situation. She was already 100% independent from them by the time we met Preston. Wild. Lauren was like 35 or so. Whoa. Wow. Old was... I wish I could just paste my 100K Google Doc, 100K character Google Doc into here. Unfortunately, I can't do that. I mean, we could... It'd be wild if you, like, sent it in and then we just read the whole thing, audiobook style here. Unfortunately, I can't do that, Dave. We couldn't have been older than 24. Lord. Oop. Ah! 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 Do I take Book of Shadows over? But I like flies. File size errors, copy paste is way too long. Read out my deepest, darkest secrets publicly? Sure. Book of Shadows is better than poop, but Book of Shadows doesn't give me flies. Ooh, speaking of... Izzy was worse. She was like 19. Yeah. And how old were you? I like my ring of flies. Look at how they cascade as I move. Look how they dance with me. Like I said, 24, we dated the two at the same time. Oh, dear. And then they ran off. Oh, man. I don't know if I can look fully down on it because I know some age gap relationships work, but sometimes you're just like, I don't know if that was the right move. I don't know if I'll ever know. I may have finished my thing. Oh, awesome. Not in the Discord yet, I see. Book of Shadows presents the The downside of damage from proptosis. Yeah, but I like flies. I might link it, but I kind of want to tweak it before that. Yeah, you don't have to do all that, like me reading it out loud or anything. Polyamory is a hell of a thing, huh? Yeah, I don't know where I'm at with doing all that. Or romance in general. What? Polyamory even then would be complicated. Yeah, if you're just switching, like, who's fronting, like, just randomly cycling through whose partner should be there. Just differences, different wants, different needs, different ways of expressing. Yeah, like, you have a setup where it's like impossible to like pick one person who would fulfill everything, unfortunately. What? It was only Miranda, Annabelle, and Nate. At least that kept things simple. I think I heard Cadence thing. Oh no. Warning for the depiction of self-harm plus old version with creator's original. I'm scared. Sure, you did a fantastic job, but I'm emotionally like afeared. Oh. Well, that worked out. I've never been in like a clear relationship, but I have kind of. Yeah, finding Guppy's body is huge. I'm scared of self-harm. Continues to play Binding of Isaac. I'm scared of the music. This is another one where I'm like, I know music can affect me deeply. Let me come back. There we go. Continues to play the game with the razor blade item that lets you self-harm. Again, it's the music that impacts me. I just wandered into the flame like a dumbass. No, what? Worst item you just took? Really? Ooh. Makes you take extra damage. Of a bitch. Hayden, I want to watch your thing, but I'm scaled. Oh. You'll be okay, I promise. If you want to unlock self-harm, beat Satan as Eve. That's an item? Self-harm as a... You can tell it's getting late. You can tell we're at the end of stream. Whew, hold on. Yeah, razor blade. Huh? I think I've got that. I think I did that. All right. Oh, I'm scared. I'll let you do an Azazel run. You quit Blue Baby. Unfortunately, we're at the end of the stream. Normally, I would go longer. But I have to be up. Oh. No. No, stop. What's coming April 13th, 2024? Self-harm. Aiden needs a hug. Self-harm is more addictive than gam. That's just baffling. It is, to be honest. I could never get into it. My brain would never allow it. It provably is. It's a great improvement. It's very sad and unsettling. April 13th, 2024 was my prom night? What on earth happened on your prom night? A 1,000 hugs for I hurt my knee. Ouch. What the fuck? What happened? I've been ordered to hydrate. Gambling releases dopamine, but self-harm gets rid of negative triggers. Numbing is more important to the brain than dopamine. That makes sense, but Jesus. When I got home, my parents had been fighting all day. It got to the point where my mom called the cops. My dad saw me hitting my head from stress and told me to keep doing it and act like Jesus. God, I'm so sorry how little your parents understood what you were going through and how focused they were on their own heinous shit. Damn, I'm so sorry, Caden. I'm sorry your parents are bad. Yep. Our prom nights were great, but not super memorable. Man, that even the cat went to prom. I didn't go to prom. What self-harm does is it distracts. Does explain why a lot of people who self-harm inevitably turn to substance use because few things distract better. You give it something louder to listen to. Drown it out. It was around 3 a.m. and I went to my grandma's house after that. Good. My dad was put in custody that night, and eventually he stayed with my grandma after I went back home. That means he had to go back to his mom's house, just so you know. Just to pull you away from child perspective, that man had to go to his mom's house after he made a big boo-boo in his marriage. It feels different when it's like, oh, he had to go to grandma's house. It's like, no. We went to prom 4 times, man. Cat went to. That's crazy though that you went to prom 4 times. That's. I never even considered going once. It was just didn't was never my thing. I never went to prom, and I probably won't during senior year. I just couldn't. Who do you pick as a date? You'd need like 3 or 4, and then you'd have to like cycle. It was the only time I went to prom my junior year. It was when my parents started to try and divorce for reals, and then they didn't divorce. I wonder what the hell's keeping them together. I know your pain, though. My mother will not divorce my stepfather either. I don't know what the fuck. Once for every year we attended high school, and once when we graduated as an alumni. Wild. I hope you had a good time. We didn't have a date for our last prom, to be honest. Well, at that point, like, just gotta do at least one of these solo, right? That was when things were more blended up, when there were no lines, so I didn't know what preferences were mine, what I was feeling, what I was thinking. Even now, probably won't. That's fair. That's fair. That's not to entangle yourself when you yourself are tangled inside. So get yourself sorted out, and if you ever reach that point, you'll reach that point. You'll get there when you get there. We did, just wasn't. Well, we were dating Billy by the last prom, and he was too old for prom. Oof. Yeah, that might be a bit of a problem. Can't exactly bring him. I wish I asked Cam to stay with me that night. He offered to stay. Damn. Nights are difficult. How long have you been with Cam? That was a junior year. Like, it's been a couple years. 33 years old by then, lol. God. That one was a sus age gap relationship. Things just get worse during the night than they do during quiet. Your body's like, what were all the things we forgot to do during the day? The things we forgot to think about. What do we need to sort out before we need to go to bed? Not even that, it's just a wave of misery. I wonder if there's something biological there. That would be worth talking to a doctor about. We started dating in sophomore. Gotcha. It was like the next year. I'll work together for a couple years. Sucks that that ended after that, for all that time. A better world is ahead of you, though. Billy is such a damn creep. Couldn't tell at the time, obviously, but the older we get, the worse it looks. Yeah, you've not had very good luck with your partner picks. I'm really hoping that over time, this will become not a problem because you deserve infinitely better than that. My brain puts me in the agony nexus every night. That's awful. Oh, yeah, we get that too. It's called sundowning. Some people get depressed after sunset. Not a fun experience. It is. I'll be damned. It's not even just depression, though. I know. Best I can advise is to try and distract yourself as much as possible. My body triggers like flight or fight random. Damn. I feel like I'm actively dying sometimes. What on earth is causing this? I don't like that this is how this starts. Insomnia, anxiety, pacing, hallucinations, paranoia, and interesting, like, end of the day anxiety. Trying to think of what the evolutionary advantage of light therapy, music therapy, present. You're doing most of these things. Yep, lots of things, Matthew, like my panic disorder. It's not Alzheimer's specific. What the fuck? Yeah, I thought that was weird. I think maybe just Alzheimer's patients really highlight the syndrome, but it's not Alzheimer's or dementia specific. The thing I saw about Capgras syndrome said it happened due to dementia only, but I had it like 12 or 13. So these can be wrong. Yeah. Yeah. Some generalized medical assessment. It'll always be medical miracles. Sundowning sucks butt. God. It gives me horrible insomnia. I wonder if this has happened to me and I just thought it was insomnia. Usually I'm okay at night, but I've been prone to stay up, but I throw up because of it sometimes. Good lord. It happens due to emotional stimuli. I'm not physically ill. Gotcha. Yeah, I know how that feels. I've had a lot of this year. I've had a lot of feeling like I need to throw up, but it's from emotions and nothing physical. You ever wish they would bring back Ipecac, so that you can just cry and throw up? No, I have not. Um, I do love that item in Binding of Isaac, though. I remember seeing Ipecac in old-timey cartoons. I'm taking my hydroxyzine to see if it will knock me out so I can sleep this sickness. Yeah, you really should. I'm glad you're finally taking it. And I'm about to end the stream, so don't let me get in the way of you getting some sleep. I don't know how I can help because our best way to manage it is go to bed when the sun comes up or stay up so long we just pass out, which isn't good for someone on a normal schedule. Yeah, it's not the best solutions. Ipecac syrup is what causes violent vomiting. Ugh. Probably handy, though, in certain situations. Probably facilitated a lot of eating disorders, though. Anyway, I write about it. Nice. That's a good one. I don't have a normal schedule, so no worries. I'm not Ipecac. I mean the emo. Yeah, I know you do. I figured you didn't write about Ipecac. But all right, I gotta head out now. Next time you see or hear from me, there'll be news of how the eviction hearing went. That'll be 8:30 a.m. my time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. So yeah, pray for me. I should maybe get it brought back into production. Start making your homemade Ipecac. I also put Vicks Vapor Rub right by my nose, so it will hopefully stop me from being stuffy. I hope so. I hope you have some Kleenex next to you so you can clear that out whenever you need. It's awful to try and sleep with any sort of nose stuff. Next time we appear in a stream, Oscar may have news about his adoption. I really hope so. I hope he gets adopted and can finally have his forever home. Poor boy. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, be kind to yourselves and others. Stay strong. Pray for me on my hearing. Ugh. Bye for now, y'all. Thanks for being here.